Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am Atone. This is aToneTarot. Capricorn, you are tuned in for the topic, what plot twist moments do you need to be aware of that might pop up between now and the end of the year? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Capricorn. It's that time of the year, right? So we have holidays upon us, fiscal budgets closing. I know y'all love to hear about that. New Year's resolutions. We even got some retrograde. So we definitely want to see what might come up out of the blue, some surprises you might want to be aware of. Yeah, Capricorn, let's get up into your message. I will be pulling one card from this Egyptian god oracle, right, to get an overall message and theme for the plot twists and surprises that are going to pop up between now and the end of the year. I'll pull 10 cards via a traditional tarot deck, as well as some clarifying and closing messages via this relationship oracle. I'll pull 5 cards from that deck, right? Capricorn, if you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it, Capricorn. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. Either way, I hope all is well. It's good with you guys up out there. Let's see, what plot twist moments do my Capricorns need to be aware of between now and the end of the year? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Capricorn, let's see what you guys need to know as it relates to some surprises. Let's see, let us see. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Capricorn collective. What is the theme for their plot twist message? I received hermitage. That's the message for you guys. For another sign, I believe it might have been Cancer, Taurus. I can't even tell you. Apologies. I do not remember. But what stands out, hermitage, I discovered what that meant at that moment. It might have been Taurus. Yeah, I believe it was Taurus. So you might want to check out that reading if you have Taurus in your chart, Capricorn. But anyway, hermitage is like the hermit in the tarot, which the hermit is wise. He's usually alone. So there's some isolation as it relates to plot twists, moments, and things that are going to pop up for my Capricorn collective. I'm picking up on a Capricorn collective who wants to be alone and needs a moment alone, and maybe creates space for that to happen, or something happens where you get an opportunity to isolate and recharge and really reflect, Capricorn. Because unlike the Taurus or the other message, what I recall was that isolation was inadvertent. It was something where somebody got caught up and then they wound up alone. But the energy for you, Capricorn, this is self-inflicted. I'm picking up on a Capricorn who decides to, you know what? Not doing Christmas dinner at my house. As a matter of fact, I'm dropping these kids off with grandmom, grandpa, somebody, and I'm going away for 2 days by myself. Right? Capricorn season is right smack dab in the middle of our holidays, right? And in addition to the holidays, the fiscal budgets, and all of the things that I mentioned, you also have seasonal depression, like some seasonal, like you might be down right now, Capricorn, and you don't feel like you will be good company to anyone. So, and that's not usually you. And that's the plot twist. It comes as a surprise and a shock to some people, your loved ones around you. And you let them know, like, I'm okay. I'm okay. No need to send in the troops. But I do need some time by myself to actually process and deal with some things that have occurred in this year that have been heavy, that maybe I didn't give the time, space, energy to before, but I damn sure am right now. And that comes as a shock. But let's see what's going on as it relates to this message for my Capricorn collective inside the tarot. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, I hope all is well with you guys. I am collecting topic suggestions. Please drop them in the comments. Let me know what topics you would like for me to tap into in the future. Capricorn, I would love to hear from you. Let me know if this is resonating, what you got going on, because life be lifing. And I do want to say, if you didn't know, my heart goes out to you. I wish you encouragement, empowerment, all of that good stuff, right? So, that's what I want for my collective and those that come see about this message. Good things popping at all times, So, and I understand that life can be like that all the time, like roses and butterflies. It's not always like that. Life be lifing, and you got to lift with your knees. That's the theme that I carry across all of the signs. Lift with your knees. I offer you encouragement, support, and guidance through my messages. But let's see what message as it relates to plot twist. Look at that 4 of Swords. That's a rest. You taking some time. And getting that burden up off your back, Capricorn. But let me not get ahead of myself. Let me not get ahead of myself. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Capricorn collective. What do you have? Could have sworn I saw a card flip, drop, do something there. I'm getting ahead of myself for some reason. I might have a Capricorn collective that is just ready to retire, have a seat, chill out, put something down, let 2025 go. Because it was a rough one for them. But let's see. One more card, please, for my Capricorns. What do you have as it relates to the plot twist? Okay, Capricorn. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You receive the 4 of Swords, the 6 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Wands, the Sun, the Chariot, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, Justice, 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Definitely want to call out a rest is needed here, right? The 4 of Swords, first card out the deck. Rest, recharge your batteries, right? Because again, there's been a burden that you've been carrying, and you are ready to just let it be in your rear view. Put it in your rear view, Capricorn. Something that has been challenging, but somewhat rewarding too. But you're like, whoo, this was a struggle this year. And I had to run point and be the leader and be the mouthpiece and do a lot of things in this year. And you really need to stop to some degree, Capricorn, with this Hermitage card being at the head and the overarching theme of your message, and take stock of all that you learned, all that you've been through right? How it's shaped you into the presence that you are. With this sun here, the sun is a presence that is unmistakable, undeniable. You know what it is, and you absolutely need it, right? It's the gas in the car with the chariot being right behind the sun. All right. And with this King of Swords, King of Wands, not only, sorry, Capricorn, this King of Swords, King of Wands, not only have you been intelligent, you've been alluring, been able to juggle two things possibly at one time. This is giving left brain, right brain. Someone who has that ability to go in between the two and be masterful on both sides at any moment, right? Being able to balance that level of creativity with intelligence is an art form for my Capricorns that a lot of people just can't wrap their brain around. And it causes sometimes some friction, some topsy-turvy. Don't play with me. I'm not to be played with. Don't let my maybe the way I articulate myself fool you, because I have facets, I have layers, I have complexities to me that might get you in a conversation with me where you get your feelings hurt. So somebody might get their feelings hurt, Capricorn, and I don't think it's going to be you with some words exchange as far as a plot twist moment. So just be careful of maybe those two hot-headed type of personalities coming together at a dinner table with possibly some drinks involved and somebody, two big dogs. Nobody's lesser than or more than or than the other. They're both within their right. These two individuals with this King of Swords and this King of Wands, both within their right, have the right to sit at the head of the table. One is at one end, the other one is at the other end, just as powerful, and has their own set of skills that they bring to the table that are valuable, that causes friction. Whenever you have those big type of energies in a room together, sometimes it can be a little challenging for them to coexist. You know how I go. You know, you might respect someone in their regard and how they move around the room, but it doesn't come back and it's not reciprocated. And it causes you to have to say something that might cause someone else to be like, I'm sorry, wait, what you say, Capricorn? And you repeat yourself without a problem. I said it and you heard it. So just be mindful of that potential type of argument or disagreement popping up between now and the end of the year. And it becomes a topic where it's revisited over and over. Like, you get tired of talking about it to some degree. With this Four of Swords also being here with this Six of Swords. Like, oh, we going back to that again? I don't want to talk about it anymore. I said what I had to say when I was in the situation with the person, and that's it. That's all. I'm done. I don't want to continue any bad blood energy or the continuation of the conversation. You just want to move forward into a more positive light, Capricorn. And in doing so, you might have to just say, you know what, I'm just going to separate myself from the pack and get some time by myself, because either I'm being misunderstood or there's some things going on around me, but I don't need this burden right now. I have enough that I'm carrying, right? And you decide to carve out space time, energy, effort for yourself, Capricorn, in such a way that maybe people around you are not accustomed to seeing you do, right? But you have to check, correct, level set, and move forward in a way that's best for you, Capricorn. Because again, going back to left brain, right brain with the King of Swords and the King of Wands being here, you are balancing your scales. You're getting a sense of balance. You need it because you know maybe what you're about to embark on in 2026 is going to require a certain amount of mental fortitude, physical stamina, financial endurance, strategy and planning, where you don't have the time to lend to certain BS, drama, and conversations that you might have lended more time to in the past. And people, again, when people are accustomed to behaving with us in a certain way, and then we have to start inserting boundaries, our friends and family can be like, they acting new. Why are you behaving this way? Oh, you don't love me no more. It could be a guilt trip. It could be a number of things where this Capricorn collective just needs some time alone to recharge their batteries, think, plan, plot, so that they can pursue effectively what is coming around the bend for them. Because they have some things here that they are excited about and are looking very promising for their future. So they are aware of the amount of rest they need. It's almost like hibernation. My Capricorns are going into hibernation despite it being, or us being, on the horizon of your season. And where most people will be outside, turning up, popping bottles. No, my Capricorn is harvesting resources, taking naps, spending time with people that reassure them and give them ideas and help them brainstorm. And then they go off to be by themselves to write some of this down, commit it to paper, really plot out a plan so that when that ball drops in 2026, my Capricorn's already down at the line of the racetrack, ready to, they stretching. They ready for the race. They're ready to leave 25 behind, springboard into 26. But before they do so, they're going to deploy a certain heritage or go on a heritage that may cause some disruption with their friends and family around them. And that's a good thing. As you can see, the bombs going off behind me to celebrate that action, Capricorn. So don't feel guilty about taking time to yourself, because those who matter don't mind and those who mind don't matter, But let's take a look at this relationship oracle deck to see what else you need to know as it relates to plot twist moments that may pop up and occur between now and the end of the year for my Capricorn collective. And if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. All right, Cat, let's get up into it with my sea goats plot twist from now to the end of the year. What's going on with you as it relates to your heritage and that time alone? Like, what do you need to do? What should you be spending time investing in while you are maybe locked away in a hotel suite somewhere in the mountains, with some wine and a nice charcuterie board? I hope I said that right. Capricorn, 5 cards, please, Spirit. Plot twist from now until the end of the year for my Capricorn collective. One more card, please, for my Capricorns. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Capricorn, you received the Chaser, Hammer, Karmic Relationship, the Dragonfly, and Mirror. So, when Chaser popped out, I instantly thought of people chasing you down, not wanting you to spend that time alone because they're so not used to it that they just cannot help. They're banging on the door. They're trying to knock the door down with a hammer, like very persistent. And you're like, no, I have to deal with me, with karmic relationship, the little girl or little boy inside me. I need to deal with that and possibly stop running from dealing with some of those things that I've been not wanting to look square in the face as it relates to who you are, Capricorn, what you've survived, where you come from, the things that you've been through. So really, and I'm getting interference and some background noise. People just really not letting you have it. And that just speaks to the love that, is there, Capricorn. So it's a gift and a curse to some degree, where people are trying to beat down your door because they love you that much and they want to be around you. They want to pick your brain. They want your energy, and they want to even pour back into you because that's what they're accustomed to doing. That is what their life is about. They might even mirror and see so much of themselves inside of you that to some degree they get a little lost in how they see you. But this time that you will be spending on this hermitage is for you to self-reflect, look in the mirror and deal with something head on, right? And not run from it. And again, the pain that might come from it is okay. The dragonfly and the lightheartedness will be returned to you after you do this observation and sitting with yourself, and things become easier and unfold naturally, and you begin to attract in and not have to chase so much after things, right? And I think I'm speaking to a Capricorn collective who is fully aware, and you have taken a review of 2025 in such a way to say, you know what, I was doing way too much chasing, and I'm gonna do some more attracting, and I need to find out about me more in order to understand how I need to attract instead of chase, right? To make such a pivot and change and want to adopt a new way in school of thought is not necessarily flipping on a switch all the time. Some things you can do. When the light bulb goes off, boom, we know what to do. But that does not feel like this situation for my Capricorn collective. This plot twist topic is people really having a hard time with you wanting to be alone, Capricorn, and not accepting that. And for whatever reason, again, you do something or you go somewhere, or you might even fall off the radar for a little while, and people are like, where is Capricorn? We can't find them. Oh my goodness. They doing wellness checks because they're just not accustomed to you wanting to be in this level of isolation. So maybe start letting people know, your people know, like, look, I need y'all to be aware. This is my disclaimer going into my season. I really would prefer, as it relates to a gift, or if you want to celebrate me, to just leave me alone. right? You start introducing that narrative early, it may soften the blow when you get to this moment. Because right now you could be in the spirit of, aTone, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm out in these streets. I'm having a good time. You know, that could be right now. But in the next month, you find yourself in a state of, okay, these last 30 days have been a lot more for me emotionally than I thought they would have been. You know what I mean? And it's hitting me hard and I need some time. I need some time. So that is the recommendation. That is your message, Capricorn. I hope that it helps. And until next time, peace.